What's going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. Well, we are here at our second crypto mining shed that we partnered up with Mr. Electrician on. We got a boatload of work done today. I wanted to show it to you guys. You can say hi to some of our chicken friends back here. I think by the end of the project, we'll start naming them. We'll see. But let me go ahead and show you guys the progress we made today and kind of the plans coming up and what are the next steps.
𝐏𝐚𝐫𝐭𝐬 is the app you need to automate your mining rig. The automatic coin switching and power switching makes your rig even more profitable. You're up and running in 10 minutes, supporting over 250 coins. The app tells your rig what to mine and when to mine, increasing your profitability. Try it out for free for 7 days. Go to 𝐏𝐴𝐺𝑚ine.io.
All right, so let's step inside the shed. So last time you guys saw the video, we did have this thing emptied out pretty good. Spent a boatload of time today going through and clearing old things out. There was old screws and old bolts and stuff all through the top here. So got those all hammered in. You hate to run into any of those old rusty nails there. So we got all of that done. And then we went to town just cleaning it. Now we've done some work in here since then, but we cleaned it. Just a broom and a vacuum, got it all cleaned up and good to go. I'll talk about all the other stuff there. But a lot of things are different here. I had a ton of leftover 2x4s from my old shed and basement project, had some plywood, so brought that all over here. These are actually some of the lights that we got that were super cheap. These are the lights that I actually have in my shed. They're under 20 bucks a pop, LED, 3,000 lumens. If you guys want a link, I'll put them directly down below. But those are we're gonna put 4 of those in. We're gonna put those up top here. But you can see how much bigger this actually is versus my shed, as I talked about. I mean, you could fit 2 of my sheds in here, being full 12 by 12. And as we're getting things cleaned out, you can definitely see the difference, which works out well. The scrap wood has been huge with savings from a cost perspective, just for little odd and ends. But let's go on the outside of the shed, because that's where actually most of the work was done today. You know, we spent about an hour inside here cleaning, as I said, getting everything done. But the outside of the shed is actually where the most work had been done. All right, so take a look here. You see all this vinyl? This was all ripped off. So like this is what the shed looked like normally. You have your vinyl siding, and this we're gonna keep on this side. On this side and on the front side, we're keeping the vinyl on the shed. So we ripped this off today that you guys can see here. All the vinyl came off, and we actually kept on the little cap, like the trim here at the top and on the bottom and then the side here. And then what we did was we went out and got pre-treated wood. And we actually have stainless steel screws here with a little bit of that washer flat end to help pull it in. And we ripped off all the siding on this side, but we left everything else. And the reason is because we're going to be putting all of our intake vents on this side, and you can't really mount them to vinyl. So we're going to do 14 total gable vents. I'll throw up a quick little picture of our kind of mock-up here that I put together of how that's going to be designed out. And what we ended up doing was getting the pre-treated wood and cutting it to fit and slid it. So this pre-treated wood actually is slid all the way into here. And then up top here, it's slid all the way to the top. And then at the bottom there's actually like a lip, which worked out perfect. So we got that out there. Only ended up needing to buy 2 to save some money. 2 pieces of plywood for this side. But that was most of the afternoon today, just figuring this all out, getting this good to go. You can see my kindergartner caulking here. Mr. Electrician does want to paint this to match. He's going to pressure wash this to paint it to match. It's kind of a tan color. It's kind of hard to see, but it's going to get fully painted. So we put this caulk that you can paint on, not only to help seal it with all the different seams and stuff, but also to allow him to paint it. So he's actually going to paint it before we actually do any of our gable vents. So then on the exhaust side here, if we walk around to take a look at some of our chickens. Hello, hello. So, okay, so on this side here, same type of concept. You know, the same size thickness of the plywood we did over here, which is 1/2 inch. We went ahead and filled it in nicely there as well. And then on this side, we actually went to town and did even more screws, because this wall is going to have the most vibration on it, because it is going to have the AC Infinity T14 exhaust fans on it. So we're actually going to do some reinforcement inside as well with some 2x4s to help support them and all the vibrations that will occur. There'll be 4. I'll do a quick mock-up here, show you guys. There will be 4 going across at a higher level on this side of the shed. But this all took a lot of time today because we kind of knew what we wanted to do, but we kind of had to engineer it as we went along. Let's jump back over to the intake. Something I forgot to talk about was on the intake side over here, we are going to have to end up doing which we thought about later, is we are going to have to do a gutter. So we're going to do a gutter across the top here because when rain comes off the top of the shed, what happens is the rain comes directly down and falls in front of your gable vents. And then because of the negative pressure, it actually will get sucked in. So what we decided to do, and I had this issue with my shed, we're going to end up doing a gutter here as well. So great progress here, but what's coming up next? So we want to make sure we paint it too, and we have to get the power done. So what we're going to be doing is, and actually here, let me talk about inside a little bit. I made such a mess, but it's okay. To help seal with some of the airflow, I did end up getting where is it? This fun stuff right here. Gaps and cracks. This stuff's insane. It makes such a mess. Definitely learning with it as I went along. No professionalism here, guys. We're learning as we go. But I sealed at the top, and then we also sealed at the bottom all the way around. You guys can see it. Thought it was well worth it, especially for, I think it's like $2 or $4 a can. And we did the same thing over here. This stuff expands insanely. So we got the whole thing done over here as well. Now we did end up having to add some supports in here based off of where those seams were. So that worked out really, really well. There's no openings anywhere around here. But what we might do is take some, these are actually from my shed. Check these out. These are pieces from my intake. And we're going to use these as templates. These are like for the gable vents, but we might cut some of these down. And then you see how there's a ridge vent up there? We have to check. We're pretty sure there's a gap up there. So on the ridge vent, we're actually going to cut those down and get those and mount those directly up there, which will be awesome. But yeah, first big day, first big push here. What's coming next, if you guys are interested in just kind of following along, Mr. Electrician in 2 days is going to run power in and come a conduit and bring it right up inside with a 90-degree, and we're going to have our panel directly right there. We're going to put some plywood there. Actually, this whole wall we've decided to plywood, and we're going to use a lot of this gap and crack stuff to fill in the areas here. So we're going to plywood this whole wall, and then just on the inside. And then this whole wall, we're going to plywood inside as well. And then, so we got the power in here, which will be good. And then he actually wants to paint. So what we're going to do is before we paint and seal it up with the plywood, we're going to run all of our electrical through the 2x4s and map it around through. So we decided we're going to have our PDUs here. They're going to pipe over to meter boxes right here and then to our panel right here. We're going to pipe electrical with 12-2, just on a 15 or 20 amp over. And we're going to put some outlets everywhere, just like regular old outlets, just in case we need them for anything. Have them here. I need 2 of those outlets here for the exhaust vents, the exhaust fans that are going to go there. We're going to put 1 over here. We're also going to have a camera and a light on the outside of the shed here. So we're going to have some there. We're going to have a light switch right here, and then it's going to wire up. And we're going to have a box in the middle up here for all of those lights. Remember those 4 lights we talked about? They're all going to wire to the outlet up there. We're going to cut off the plugs and get that good to go. And then we're going to have our workstation over here, so we're going to have some outlets there. We're not going to have any outlets or any electrical kind of passing around the intake side. But yeah, so a lot still to do. Paint, electrical, but we're moving along pretty good. Our goal is within the next 4 weeks in order to have an ASIC in here mining is our goal. So we're moving along pretty good. Things are going super, super well. Getting rid of these bees in here. But lots done today. Got about 2 days before we're back in here again and working. Can't wait to get this filled out. Last thing I'll mention to you guys, a few of you guys asked about power and rate. If we get up to 20,000 watts in this shed, we will be at 4 cents, at least for the first year is the way that's going to work out. But I think that's going to wrap things up for today. Quick update, rambled on. I know some of you guys really enjoy this. If you enjoyed today's video, give it one of these, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.
The MeterBox and OctoMiner are teaming up for another exciting giveaway. Win the latest proof of useful work, Octo Server E10, and X8 Ultra Plus and more. Introducing the limited edition OctoMiner box set by MeterBox. It includes the 125 volt and 250 volt meter boxes, a special NFT, stickers, and a keychain. Hurry, only 250 box sets available. Visit themeterbox.com now to secure yours today. Purchase the OctoMiner box set and unlock a secret code for 1,000 entries. Plus, earn an extra 1,000 entries and receive that collectible NFT. Don't miss out. The contest ends July 30th.